Okay. So this is going to be the Real Housewives of Potomac, the reunion part 2, season 9, episode 19. And before I start, might as well get Karen out the way because today is February 26th. This is Wednesday, so I'm a little late obviously posting this. The reunion happened on Sunday. It's 26th, the 23rd. So obviously nobody knew the outcome of what will happen, and of course neither the reunion people because they filmed this January 9th. But regardless, she was sentenced to 1 year in jail, guys. I think I seen it probably about 11ish. No, actually probably like 9:30 or so. This morning, it was kind of the first thing that popped up in my news feed, and I was like, "Oh my goodness, I couldn't believe it." Like honestly, I really didn't think they was gonna give her no time. I thought she was gonna have like community service or stuff like that, probation, but not anytime. So and she went to the rehab situation. So I guess everybody thought that maybe that would help her out. It looked like it didn't. So uh, I guess we will have to look forward to her a statement pretty soon. If not, I don't know, because I feel like she was what do you say, arrested like right after the fact. Like they didn't let her go home. They just took her. She didn't have no time to do nothing, I think. But we will keep our eyes on that in the future just to see what goes on and, give us some updates. We just know that this next season, to start season 20, she will not be here because, obviously she will be somewhere else. So that will make for an interesting season, obviously. Okay? Yeah. A lot of things to look forward to. So we'll figure that out. Now, we always start off where we left off, where everybody took their little break. And of course, Mia was kind of threatening to leave because nobody was taking her side. Nobody was believing her. Nobody was, I guess, listening to her. And it was too much ganged up on her. And she was like, no. And Stacy, I believe, and who else? Stacy and Jazzy, they was giving her the cold shoulder. So those like the last people you got, on your side. So she in her dressing room just crying and I want to leave. And not to say she was embarrassed, but all this stuff coming to light. She just was feeling overwhelmed, right? So Andy is in there doing what he's supposed to do and telling her, no, it's okay. Just come back. It's hard. We're going to get through this. And they go back on stage. Everybody's wondering what's going on. In the meantime, we do kind of see that, is it Greg, Kay's, Kiana's little man, boyfriend? He actually is there. He was in the dressing room. We can kind of hear him. He was on the mic, a little hot mic moment. He didn't sound like he wanted to be there, which is understandable. We all know that he don't want to be on TV like that. And I think she told him the wrong times because he got there a little bit too early. So he was, when you get there early and you the husbands, y'all just got to sit and wait. So usually they don't show up until it's time to go. So it's Giselle's turn. Andy asked her about being, alone now that the girls are off to college. She's an empty nester. The twins are doing pretty good for their first year in college. We already know Grace, the oldest one, was already, she doing her thing. And she doing good as well. Of course, we always got to ask about Jamal. How was Jamal and their relationship? They always good. I mean, obviously, he don't moved on, she moved on. Like, it's been years since they've been divorced, for Christ's sake. So, but they always got to ask the question. And he just got married. So how does everybody feel about that? And it was more the thing of, when he got married, him and his wife wore green and pink colors. And this was before Wicked came out. And I think people assumed that they did a Wicked wedding. And Giselle just said, I mean, obviously it wasn't planned, or at least she thinks it wasn't planned. Maybe he told her, I don't know. But The girls, I think, was horrified by the situation. I mean, either way, they look nice in their wedding pictures. If y'all seen it, I seen it. To me, I didn't even think of Wicked. I just thought interesting colors because green and pink on the wedding day. I don't know. Either way, the girls do not know the new wife yet. That's something that Jamal has to do on his end because he the daddy. So right, they ain't got nothing to do with Giselle. She dating that Naeem dude. Is it Naeem? Something like that. And he is friends with Josh. If y'all remember, Josh was messing around with Ashley. She kind of gets in here a bit to say that her and Josh, they cool. They just not like, they ain't boyfriend, girlfriend or nothing like that, but they still be kicking it, you know, just no labels. And Andy asked about the Jack Harlow thing. Like, does he like being called Jack Harlow? And she said, nah, because it was because of what Wendy had said in her confessional they had brought him to the group for when they went to Karen's house that day. And everybody was like, ooh, look at him, Jack Harlow, Jack Harlow. And in the confessional, she just expressed that, well, he's a bit young. So I don't think that's necessarily Ashley's type, because she was married to Michael. He was, about 30 years her senior. And this dude is like 20 something, or right? Like he's younger a little bit. So it's like, I don't see it for him. He ain't established yet and things like that. So he didn't like that. And Wendy was like, well, I mean, dang, I was just joking. I mean, I was just saying, like, I mean, well, from what we see, you don't be liking little like young boys like that. But if that's how he was gonna be, then that's how he's gonna be. Like whatever. I wasn't trying to be mean or nothing like that. But I was just stating facts. Of course, Wendy. And technically, it was more of Wendy. I mean, just saying because Ashley says a lot of things as well. But when Ashley says stuff, Ashley kind of starts stuff and unnecessary stuff, right? And example was because this is something that she's been holding on for since I don't even know season like 3 seasons ago, maybe 4, that Eddie was cheating on her like a long time ago, like. And this was in the blogs, so everybody know that stuff don't be real or whatever, real fake. Ashley brings that stuff up all the time. So she was like, yeah, you said that, you bringing it up. So, hey, that's where I got the Jack Harlow wooty from. Okay, whatever. So they was going back and forth, back and forth. Of course, Wendy tried it. I mean, Ashley denied it. So we talked to Kay now. Kiana and Greg, she said that they are still together. They're not like engaged or nothing just yet. Of course, she got to at least, wait on the ring. But remember how they moved into that house that they was, I think they built it or something, or they was fixing it up. But tension was just too much to handle, and they had to take a break for a minute. So in that break, what she did was she went to purchase a condo. Well, she moved out into a condo, and now she says she about to buy it. So that way it's just something that she can have on the side or, her own little thing. But in the meantime, wait on the ring. Either way, we'll get to Greg when he actually comes out, which will be the next episode. But so we can get his side of this, because from what she's expressing is she wants to be in this group. She wants to be on the show, but he don't. Okay. When that fight happened between her and Deborah, he didn't like it, right? So I think he correlated the show with the fight, even though the fight never happened on the show. Okay. So it was mentioned on the show, after the fact, obviously, because it was something big that happened on, that came to the blogs on the internet. So of course they had to bring it up. And she wasn't even on the show technically like that. Like, she was just a friend of, but he ain't like it. So from that, it rubbed them the wrong way to think that, that show is going to be bringing this type of stuff to his life, and that's not the case. All right. So, but they're still doing all right. She just wants a little support. But like I said, we'll get his side once he actually gets out there, because this is all her side, so we can actually hear from his mouth how he actually feels. And this is all, I guess, regurgitated because Andy says, oh, well, he was on Watch What Happens Live. I remember he came with you. So and I talked to him and I asked him about being on the show because, it's, well, I wouldn't say none of the husbands like being on TV, because this is their wives' things. So most of them, they're just in the background. Some of them, depending on what their job is like, they don't be there, But it just depends. And then there's that reality TV curse where they always say, somebody's going to get a divorce. And sometimes it does happen, it just depends. It just depends. Hey, either way, we'll see what he say when he get here on the next episode. So since we on relationships, we're going to jump over to Stacy and TJ, right? So of course, well, the opposite of Greg is TJ, because TJ loved the cameras, okay? So, pretty much the audience, as viewers, kind of noticed that. Of course, the ladies kind of noticed that, he's a little animated just a bit. He's an actor. I never really seen him on some stuff, but some people said that he was maybe on an episode of Sister or something, but who knows? I don't know. Listen, Stacy said that they not together. And we're going to get into that a whole lot on next episode because, But they remain friends, okay? It was just, I think, too much going on once, he got on the TV. And then, there's a lot of outside people looking in with their comments. And then her family and her friends was telling her stuff like, I don't know. And then she watched the show just to see, how things was going. And she was just looking at the way he was acting. And some of the stuff that he was doing and saying was like, maybe being in a relationship with this guy probably isn't the best, because I see he was doing some stuff and I ain't really like it, right? So she says that they kind of broke up around the holidays, with that boyfriend-girlfriend situation. But like I said, they still is. Well, she said they were still cool. So that's what I'm saying. We'll have to wait to the next episode, because it seemed like on his side, he not cool. So maybe she's just saying it here just to, be cutesy about it. Not expecting him to be talking to Eddie in the back. Like, then nobody expect him to be calling nobody. But it happened. So with her, she's cool. She's been working on herself, and her divorce is finally finalized, which is good for her because, she can actually move on and date, really date other people and all that stuff if she wants to. They did that, her child support split. How she did it was she didn't want the child support. She just wanted the alimony, and which I guess worked out in her favor. They do a one and one off situation with her daughter, so she got on 1 week and then the other one got on, so they do that little back and forth, but it gives her some time with herself and things of that nature, so she likes it. It's a little, she got to get adjusted obviously, but she's enjoying her new life, okay? And got things to look for. I mean, hey, like, you can date anybody and all this stuff, right? So of course they always had to ask her about TJ and her, like, okay, what did y'all actually do? Did y'all like? She said, no, we just kissed. We didn't do nothing like extra. We just only kissed each other, and that was it. So, okay, fine. So someone asked, like, was TJ like a Walter? Okay, like, is this a Walter situation, or like, what's going on? Because, hey, he was putting on a lot for the camera. He really was. He was just so, I don't know why he was so hype all the time. And I'm like, maybe he's not like this way off the camera, but he was just always like, maybe he ate too much coffee or something. That's how, like, he was always like, he drank too much Red Bull that day. And he would be just laughing and just a hee hee. And we'd be like, what? Because Stacy would just be kind of just cool and just be looking at him. But she said, I don't know. He's not no Walter, whatever, whatever. I don't know what to say to that answer. Everybody got their own opinion, and it is what it is. And obviously, I think that right there let us know what we about to see next week, because I think Stacy, see, she knows. See, she's not like a dumb person or not, right? So she know, like, she know how to talk without saying stuff, at least to hold some things in. But yeah, it's gonna be exposed. It's gonna be exposed. Okay, so most of this episode was just a bunch of nothing. Okay, so right now we're just looking at them through the season, what their fashion was, the hair, the clothes, blah 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 blah. The main points, I guess, of this would be that Stacy and Ashley have the same dress. Okay, that blue, no, it was green at the bottom and black at the top with like the little white flower. Okay, Ashley wore it somewhere, I think first. Then Stacy wore it at the dog gala thing, right? So she says, "Oh, well, Vivian gave me the dress, right? So, but I'm mad because I think Vivian was being shady, and she did that on purpose, because I told her I needed an outfit for this gala and this and this and that. Like, I've worked with her with, with a whole bunch of stuff in my outfits and things like that. We were good friends. But when she did that, we is not friends no more." And they like, "Really? You're not friends with her just because of that?" Yes, because she knows you do not put me in the same dress as somebody else. I'm supposed to be in this, my own thing, my own looks, and da 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 da. Listen, it was exposed. Yes, Miss Vivian, she playing both sides. Cause I mean, hey, it is what it is. I don't know. We should have Vivian here because she was Karen friend, right? And look, they probably not even friends no more. We don't even know. Listen, yeah, Vivian got thrown under the bus here. I don't know. Was it shady on her part? Maybe she didn't know. Maybe she didn't realize. Maybe you didn't ask. I mean, if it's a store, I imagine she got copies of some stuff, like, so. And you was trying to say it was custom made, all that stuff. Obviously, it wasn't custom because like it was copies. So what? I don't know. I don't know. She expected, a warmer welcome from the ladies when she was joining the group, but she feels that they was hazing her a bit. I would say yes on maybe Giselle's part and Ashley's part. I think that's kind of their MO from the gate. I have four homes. They tried it with Monique, and then and Monique didn't take it, right? But either way, Stacy's taking it in stride, I guess. We'll see her back because I ain't got nothing against Stacy, and she from Detroit originally, so I'm from Michigan, so I'm gonna be on her side, okay? Just like I would be on Kenya's side. I'm a twirl. I'm from Michigan. I know she be crazy sometimes, but hey, I'm Team Twirl. Ashley and her bunions. I mean, really, she said it was genetic. She had it since she was 10 years old. I don't know about genetic bunions. I ain't learned about that part in school. You just probably had some bad shoes. That's all. But you can get that fixed. I think Funky Dineva did something like that. Anyways, Andy texting Wendy about. Oh, shoot. What did I write down? The dress. Okay, because the fashion. We still on the fashions. It was that blue tire dress that she wore. Remember, it was she was pumped up like yeah, and he was like, "What the?" And everybody was looking like, "What the?" Hey, it is what it is. Did she go to dinner with her mom in that dress or something that day? I can't remember. Either way, it was extra, and she probably shouldn't have. Yeah, you could get that back. I think Case was talking about she had a bad dress day as well. Somewhere, who cares? Was it filmed? Who knows? Maybe it was. Oh, when they went on that trip. Yeah. Yeah. Ashley's her little titties be always out. She got them done, so it makes sense that she wants to expose them. And she got she gotta do what she gotta do. So she's single out here in these streets. um, and hey, yeah, does she make a hot guy? Andy says yes. And how does the family feel about it? They loved it, especially grandma. Okay. Oh, and Karen, because remember, she brought Karen up on stage and gave her a little lap dance. So that was a little cute little episode. So Ashley and Wendy, they did wear a similar dress in their confessionals. It was kind of like a pearl looking dress. And of course, Andy points out, well, y'all all is looking like y'all went to the same boutique today. At least I would say it was Ashley, Wendy, Mia, and Jazzy. They all had the same beaded situation going on. Everybody else, white or silver, so it was a bit different. But yeah, a lot of copycat going on. Sure, who knows? Whatever. Influence. They influence each other. Okay, that's what you're supposed to do. Somebody points out the difference between Mia being married to Gordon and Mia being out with Ink. And technically, she is still married. She's not divorced. So I don't know why people are acting like she really single out here. I mean, they separated, but they're not divorced. So she was just saying, well, that was, maybe they were only filming her when she was leaving the job or not, but that was when she was working in the corporate world when we first met her. So obviously she was in business attire. Now that she's not, she's doing some other stuff, and now she's an ambassador for Fashion Nova. Yeah, so I'm gonna put on that dress and put on this and put on that, might as well. The blonde wigs. Okay, so they did not like when Stacy put on her blonde wig. I didn't mind it. It was not too bad because we kept seeing her with that straight the whole time. So for me, that's why I didn't mind it, because I was like, okay, something different. Okay, yeah. Everybody else with the blondes, sure. I think Stacey said Giselle had the best blonde. Yeah, Giselle always been blonde. She's been that Beyonce color from the beginning. And of course, Karen started off with that platinum. Okay, so it's two different ones, but I would say they do it the best. Okay, especially I don't know. Karen, in the beginning, we know it was bad. Okay, the lady, the things was sliding and gliding, but now, perfect. I mean, not no more. Actually, god dang, they had to take her wig off to go to jail. You can't wear no wigs in jail, y'all. I ain't never been, but people told me you can't wear no wigs in there. Lord, she's gonna have to be in there with some braids or something. Lord, I'm gonna pray for her. I'm gonna pray. Okay, so we let Jacqueline come out now. Something's different about her. Oh, she's pregnant. Woo. We saw that on the blogs already. But who the pappy? Is it Mr. PP? No, because they wasn't together anyway. So this is somebody else, and what it. Okay, so it's Mia's turn. Since the season wasn't too much, these reunions ain't really giving too much, right? We wasted a lot of time on pretty much nothing. Fashion, okay, who cares? And everybody else, we did Giselle already, we did Wendy already, we did Stacey already, we did Ashley already. So Karen ain't here. We had Jazzy on. We did Kay already. So technically, I don't know what we're gonna get in the third reunion besides a little Eddie, a little Greg, and a little TJ, and then whatever else bull crap they got left to talk about, because at Mia, I mean, what else is there after Mia? So we're gonna start it. Mia's love triangle. So of course her and Ink broke up. We followed the blogs. You kind of seen that it happened a few months ago. The blogs, the outside influences, the comments, just too much to handle, right? So what does this mean? This tagline, Ink is forever. I thought, what's going on in that? Well, he is forever. He will always be in my life. And this Wendy, okay, so she tried to help Mia right here. Okay, to try to say that, well, I think that, maybe he couldn't handle, all the pressure that was going on, between you and him and Gordon, and listening, and dealing with the comments and the blogs and things of that nature, the fans, the non-fans, the haters. Uh, don't nobody know what that feel like if you're not like in this show, in this group, in this atmosphere, in this world, right? Because us regular people, we just in regular world. But we know rumors, right? And then we know a little bit of this, a little bit of that from our own little social medias and family and friends. But times that by like what, 1,000 with the world. So I think that okay, it was just a lot for Ink, and so I was kind of, I feel bad for your boy, right? So she was trying to help Wendy there. She was trying to. Giselle, on the other hand, says no. He was just like TJ. He was here to film. He wanted to be on TV. He loved the TV. I think her, Gordon, and Ink set it all up. They was all in on it. Mia don't even live in DC or Potomac. She live in Atlanta. They are still together. I know I seen this. She flies out only to film or do her confessionals or whatever. So they go, this little back and forth because what? Like, what? Of course, Mia's saying, no, I don't. I live here and this and that. Trying to defend herself. And this is where Wendy kind of like, okay, I thought I was helping you out, Mia, but maybe I'm going to have to agree with Giselle just a little bit because, yeah, maybe Gordon and Ink and you are just like, maybe it's all a setup and y'all trying to dupe everybody, playing with marriages, playing with your kids, playing with marriages, playing. Ugh, Lord, I just don't know. Mia is a ball of confusion that is unnecessary confusion. And I think that's the main problem because all you had to do was just say the truth, and nobody will have to question you. You know? Yeah, so basically Wendy was just trying to say, yeah, I think that, well, basically now that I hear Giselle's side, that, yeah, maybe y'all was doing a little trying to save face, so to speak, trying to clean up some dirt that y'all left down, to make it look good now that, everybody's a happy family with you and Gordon and this and that, like, so what's, like I said, the ball of confusion that don't need to be there because all she had to do was just say the truth, Mia. Just say the truth. So Andy asked her about the kids, about like basically do they know what's going on with her and Gordon and Ink, and have them listening in on adult conversations. Was that okay if you're trying to protect them and things of that nature, right? So she says, well, they don't talk in front of the kids like that. That just so happened to be that day, that filming. They did dismiss them, mind you. We all saw it. They weren't there for the whole conversation. They did dismiss them at some point, right? Does Jeremiah know about the social, the DNA on the accusations? Of course, she says no. They're not allowed on social media things right now. And of course, they're all trying. Well, they're gonna find out later. Yes, he will, and we're gonna prepare for that. And I'm gonna, we'll get there when we get there. Whew. Listen, Mia could not handle the fire, and this is where it was getting a little bubbly for her. Okay, she's starting like she was already with the triangle tear jerker, but now her defense is starting to break. So, yeah, we're still on. I guess we'll say we're on Mia's parenting at this point. Okay, let's just call it like it is. Y'all going in on her parenting at this moment. Okay, because yes, Kay is trying to say how it's all crazy and just unbelievable. Mia's trying to say how she's trying to be transparent as possible. She brings up that she got pregnant via IVF. Okay. So that means you have to get said DNA sperm from said man, Gordon, and egg from DNA from Mia, and put them together in the petri dish and then put it back inside the body. So how could you even think that ink is a daddy if you medically, scientifically put your baby together? Oh Lord, Lord, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, that once I saw that IVF thing, I just, yeah, it was done. Like I there's no defending, there's no nothing, because why it never had to came up, the conversation never had to be there, the thought would have never had to be there. Why would you tell ink such a thing like that? That's what, you know what I'm saying. Why would you tell that man such a thing, Lord? So Giselle is piping up at this point because she was just trying to express, I guess, sticking up for G. We'll just say in this defense, because yeah, G said he didn't even want to be on film with Ink and this and that, and you was doing this and like, and you still did it, and you know these are his words, so it's almost as if he done told the girl. That's how Giselle was talking, like as if you and Gordon actually had a conversation. If you and Gordon ain't actually talk like him and Ray, girl, zip it. Okay, with the facts. I mean, it is the facts, but I'm just like, maybe it's just that level of annoyance with Giselle, to where even though she's right, you still just want to just eat it up anyway. But because we all in agreement, but I'm only in one thing that I'm not in agreement with, which we'll get there in just a moment. So Mia expresses that, well, her first husband or whatever and G get along. So she figured Ink and G can get along as well, because it went so well the first time with these people. So why can't he do it with him? Okay. But I would say maybe because, like G said, you was having an affair with my wife. Your ex-husband probably wasn't doing that. So it will make it easier for me to be your friend, knowing that, you wasn't backstabbing me or back shotting my wife. So Mia's trying to express, I guess, the overwhelmness of her life with G, like, because things can get out of hand, right? But when he on camera, he good. But when he off camera, he bad. But he's not here because I didn't want him to. I don't know who said that. Was it her? Was it Giselle? Was it Andy or something about him not being there because they didn't want him to expose her or something like that, or to be mean to her, or berate her, or whatever. I don't know. Either way, I think he should have been here, because G, we need to, whether you good or bad off the cameras, like I said, we needed you here to get your side of the story. All we got is Eddie and Greg. Who don't nobody want to talk to them? Eddie ain't got nothing but weed, and if he ain't giving it to me, I don't care. Like, dog. And Gregory, he ain't even a husband, and he don't even want to be there. So we needed G and we needed Ink, both of them. And all this time, I kept looking at Jacqueline like, girl, what is you here for? Because you sure ain't talking about nothing. Giselle and Mia just going back and forth and back and forth. Wendy calls out Mia for saying that she was the Beyonce of the group. I mean, I don't know where that came from. That was just odd, but it did kind of adjust the conversation just a tad. I mean, the odd relationship with the truth. Andy was asking Jacqueline that. Is this something that Mia is prone to? That, you're her friend. So what do you think? And she just says, no, I mean, Mia is a good person and everything. But I mean, she can embellish some things. And I think maybe that's right. Her, She may embellish a couple things, exaggerate a few, but a liar, I would say no, she's not. Okay. Um, I mean, okay, I would say she's not a lie technically, only because what did she really lie about? Okay. Um, omitting information is what she is very guilty of. Okay, because um, well, I mean, okay, I ain't gonna say. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We have to get what are the all of the actual lies that this lady has said verbatim out her mouth, technically, okay? Because some of the stuff is more of a lack of information, okay? Because it's like, oh, well, this happened, but it's like the details, child, the details. So I think that is where she gets caught up in said lies or something, because maybe she's trying to make stuff up. I don't know, child. Listen, look at me trying to help the girl. Mia, you can't help it. We can't help you. I mean, Giselle ain't got it for me at this point, and she and Giselle just could not stop going back and forth. So I'm thinking that's probably where we're gonna end up, mostly in part three. Besides the TJ drama and a little bit of Eddie, a little bit of Greg, it's nothing. Like, I don't even know. I'm This is actually longer because I'm talking, so I'm making it longer than what actually has to be, because it really wasn't much. I could have skipped the whole fashion part, actually. That would have sliced the whole 15 minutes of. But anyway, because that was like a whole 20 minutes of. But either way, we still arguing, and we bring up the kids because Mia tried it with Giselle, bringing up the girls and whatever situation that they were in. Um, She said she did apologize, okay? Okay. And then Giselle said, yeah, and then he turned around and tried to fight me like a man. So I don't even know what was going on, what was doing, but listen, child, she ain't got it for her. And then Mia's like, well, listen, you said I was a bad mother. And Giselle's like, yeah, you are a bad mother. Like, you ain't no woman gonna be on national TV talking about their paternity. Um, and that's not true, girl. That's not true. Okay. I watch a lot of TV. It's been done multiple times because it's a great storyline. Clock it, the T. And I mean, Maury, you are not the father. You are the father. Even though that is a bunch of ratchetness on Maury. But like, I mean, even Love and Hip Hop. Listen, it's been done. No matter what the show is, it's been done. So with that, Mia couldn't handle it no more because for me, like I said, I was with Giselle until this part because I don't calling people a bad mother. That's not. If they kids is eating, they got clothes on their back, they got shelter, they got shoes with no holes in the feet, they doing well in school, good attendance. I'm not gonna call you a bad mom, okay? Because motherhood, father. I mean, okay, well, motherhood. I'm a mother, okay. Uh, so it's a seriousness to that, okay. So I'm not gonna break no other lady down that way, okay. We can break Mia down another way, but going there, that's kind of where I draw the line. I could have, and I think that's where Stacy kind of stuck up a little bit there because yeah, if we was in the same mindset, like nah, I don't think calling her a bad mom is the way to go. We can go somewhere else with, like, let's call her Big Feet. Let's call her a cheetah, a stripper, uh, whatever. But I'm not gonna call her no bad mama like that. So I was like, oh, Giselle, I can't, I don't. So of course she couldn't handle it. Could anybody? Let's say she said it to Ashley. Ashley would have got up. Let's say she would have said that to Wendy. Wendy probably would have tried to fight her. Let's say she would have said that to Stacy. Stacy definitely would have tried to fight her. So come on now. Fighting words. Okay, so while she running off, we about to try to regroup, take a break, and figure it out. Eddie in the back, like, ooh, let me FaceTime TJ and see what he doing. My boy, my boy. Yo, what's up, dude? What you doing? Oh, nah, man, I'm just out and about. Yeah, dude, man, thought you was gonna be up here, thought we was gonna kick you. We have to get a drink or something. Yeah, man, I ain't gonna come. Man, I ain't wanna come to that fake ass TV shit. Nah, man, what? What you talking about? What? Man, blah, 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 blah. Because we ain't gonna get it now. I gotta wait till next episode, okay? They bleeped it out. Eddie said, what? And Greg was right there like, for real? And he said, yeah, man, I don't know. So we switched back to the girls. Oh, what the fuck? It was Wendy. Because I was like, who said that? Who said that? It was Wendy. Girl, what's going on? Ooh, y'all ain't gonna believe this. Girl, what's up? Ooh. And then we're gonna cut it from there, okay? So that's what we're gonna get back to. Okay. Hopefully I had to make the end pretty good for y'all, And it was a little extra, a little long. So hopefully y'all watch it and thank you, Peace and blessings. I know I was a little late. I was tired, working. Potomac reunion part 2. We'll get to next week 3. Bye.